talking about a very unfortunate situation where a subscriber of the channel was scammed for over $10,000. And the same scam is currently happening right now on eBay, and it happens every day on eBay. So the reason we wanted to make this video is a subscriber reached out, he humbled himself and said, hey, I want to share all the details of what happened so that hopefully it doesn't happen to somebody else. But before we hop into all the details, I want to announce, if you didn't already know, I just released my first ever Bry's Comics trading pack, and stay tuned to the end of the video for more details, update about the pack and the pre-sale and how everything's going. Run the clip. Introducing the Bry's Comics Trading Pack, your chance to find a golden ticket redeemable for mega grails like Amazing Fantasy 15 valued at $14,000, a beautiful X-Men #1 and a CGC 4.5, Daredevil #1, Hulk 181, Giant Size X-Men #1, Journey into Mystery 83, Amazing Spider-Man #1, Avengers #1, Fantastic Four #5, Marvel Spotlight #5, and 10 golden tickets redeemable for a $500 gift card at bryscomics.com. Chase some of the rarest Marvel variants to date from renowned artists like In-Hyuk Lee on One World Under Doom #1, Sao Wee on New Champions #1, Ivan Tao on Deadpool Wolverine #1, David Mack on Ultimate Wolverine #1, and my personal favorite by the illustrious In-Hyuk Lee, Red Hulk #1. Every single book has a premium bag and board. Every single book has an individually numbered COA. There's 5 different variants for each piece of art. Each one has a trade dress limited to 1,500, a virgin limited to 1,000, and 3 special variants limited to 300 copies, 175 copies, and 26 copies respectively. Don't wait for the aftermarket and pay an inflated price. Secure your pre-sale pack today at bryscomics.com for only $64.99. So once again, stay tuned to the end of the video for updates on sales and predictions and how everything's going so far on the pack. But let's hop into this here today. So I copied and pasted all of the emails into a Word doc here because every time it had his name at the top and his email address, and I didn't want to put his name and email address, and I didn't want to be scrolling around the emails and have to blur it out, so I just copied it all over here. So he says, hey, never thought I'd be the type to reach out like this, but I fell for this scam in September and wanted to make others aware. If you do end up making a video on this, I only ask that you run it by me before posting. I just don't want to give the scammer an advantage when it comes to proving he committed fraud. The amount in question is just over $10,000. And then here, just today, while I'm filming this, he said, thanks, Bri. Thinking more about it. Feel free to use any details as needed. If you want to mention the exact book it was, I don't mind that either. I figure if I can find the actual owner of the book, it could be helpful in my case. Here's the actual picture of the book. I'm putting it up on the screen here. ASM #1 is 6.0. Somebody owns this book. This picture was taken off the internet when it sold at some point, and somebody is the rightful owner of it. And this guy got scammed thinking he was buying this book. So this is where I'm going to put up the bat signal for the comic book community. If you know who owns this book, or if you're the owner of this book, if you can please have him contact me, we can show that he's the rightful owner, whoever actually owns it, and it might help this guy in his case to show that he got scammed, and maybe we can help him get his $10,000 back. So it says, anyway, I fell for the bait and picked up the book, the one that I have on the screen, at an unbelievable price. However, I made sure to use PayPal and a credit card when I checked out, so I am double protected as a buyer in case this in fact was a scam. So here's the thing. This is an actual example here of this currently happening on eBay, and it happens every day. And it is so frustrating that eBay doesn't step up their scam game. This should not be happening on eBay, and is such an easy fix. But just today, I just type in Amazing Fantasy 15, and every single day, if you do this, you'll see a brand new listing. It says new listing here, Amazing Fantasy 15, at an unbelievably low start price, usually about half of the FMV, and it's an auction, and it's from Jeff. My name is Jeff. Jeff2992, 0 feedback, 0%, 100% a scam account, a brand new account. And this is what happens when you click into it. Here it is. Jeff, he posted this book, mcollectibles.com. He can't even spell collectibles right. So in the description, they post a picture. Okay, this is a picture. I can't click on it. You see, I can't highlight the text. It's not text. It's a picture of text. And that's how they get past eBay's automated system for scams, because you're not allowed to put links like this and all of this stuff in an eBay listing. It will get flagged and taken down. So eBay is stupid enough to not be able to detect this right away. This should not ever be posted. They should have AI in place that detects pictures for text. I mean, it is so simple. The technology is way old. So it's so frustrating that they don't do anything about this. So you can't click on it. None of this is clickable. But if you go and type this in, M Collectibles, my name is Jeff, you come over here to this website. I cannot stress this enough, people. Do not go to this website and buy anything. I had somebody reach out after I did a scam video like this once and said, hey, I saw your video and I decided to take a risk and buy the scam. I'm like, no, don't buy the scam. Why would you risk it? I just made a video saying it's a scam. Don't do it. Do not go to M Collectibles and buy these things, okay? These are all fraudulent. These are just pictures he got off the internet. This is a fake website. And here's a picture of the website where the individual got scammed that we're talking about today. His was called C Collectibles. So they should make a new one. And they go through the letters of the alphabet. A Collectibles, C Collectibles, and they got to M and they forgot how to spell collectibles, Collectibles. And they just go through the alphabet and create a new account. So every time they get someone to actually go to this website and actually make a purchase, they close the website. This is an ongoing scam. These are the same people. And here is a PDF of the checkout page that he bought from C Collectibles. He paid $13,599, but with the 15% off, you got $2,000 off. So he paid $11,559. So he paid $11,000 for an ASM1 6.0. And I want to just take a moment to go to GPA and look at the actual value of an ASM number 1 and a 6.0. The last sale was $20,000. It's believable enough that it gets people to do it. You know, it's either 50% off. Sometimes it's only like 30% off, and they give you a discount code, and you just, you think you're getting a great deal. And they do a good job with these websites, but the thing is, these are templates. They can easily just recreate them instantly. They're just templates, this website. Very little work actually goes into this. And these are actual scam farms that are doing this. It's a whole industry that's doing this. And I'll talk more about that here in a sec. Also, I want to mention we do have those 2 giveaways monthly here at Bryce Comics. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab each month here on the YouTube channel. And if you head over to brycecomics.com and sign up for the newsletter, you're entered to win a free slab each and every month over there as well. I've got some really exciting new collections coming through, so make sure you're subscribed. That's where you get first notification of new collections. You could use code COLLECT10 for 10% off all in-stock items. And if you're looking to sell your collection, I can offer fast, fair prices. So shoot me an email at brycecomics.com if you're looking to sell, and I'll shoot you an offer. So let's get back to the emails. So a few hours passed, and he got a notification from eBay that a seller that I recently was in contact with had their account hacked. So this eBay listing that I show you that's currently active on eBay, which I've reported and will probably come down any minute now, is a brand new account. So sometimes they'll just open a brand new account and just spam eBay with all these fake brand new accounts. I'm telling you, they have people that work 8 hours a day doing this. And sometimes they get people that way. But the more convincing one is when they're able to hack somebody's account. Sometimes you'll see somebody with 40,000 positive feedback that has a fake listing like this, and their account was hacked. And so that's what happened with this one is it was a trusted eBay account that got hacked by the scammers, and that's what makes it even more believable. Is you go, oh, this guy has all this feedback, maybe this isn't a scam. So those are the 2 ways that they do it, new accounts or they hack accounts. And so he notified PayPal and he called his credit card company to report the charges fraud. 3 months passed and I completely forgot about it because when you report it as fraud, they credit your account right away. So he got a credit on his account for the charge because, and we'll get back to the credit card policy here, but then they look into it. 3 months passed and he got a letter in the mail from his credit card company saying that the fraud was disputed by the merchant, which is, this fake website. They dispute the fraud. And he checks PayPal, and the merchant provided a tracking number. No big deal. It's probably fake. I plugged the number into UPS, and to my surprise, the tracking number was for a package that was delivered to his house. So they provided a tracking number and it shows that it was delivered to his house. This is where it gets really creepy and scary. I've seen documentaries where they talk about these scam farms and they go into it, and sometimes the people will physically go to the address, or they'll pay somebody. They'll pay like a grifter or somebody to go and receive this package. So the scammers will like find these people that are willing to like go stake out the house and pay them under the cash to intercept the package so it shows it's delivered. I've seen documentaries about this, and that's what's so scary is like these people could be outside of your house because they have your address, and they probably don't want to hurt you or anything. They just want your money, and they already got your money. So that's one possible way that it shows that it was delivered, is that somebody was physically there and received the package. The other possible way is that they could reroute the package so that it shows that it was delivered, something electronically. They can figure out a way to show that it was actually delivered. But in this case, it shows that it was delivered. And so the credit card company sided with the merchant. They said, you made the purchase. He wasn't denying that he made the purchase. The merchant provided a tracking number. It shows it was delivered, and they shut the case. But here's where it gets interesting. He said he's following up now that Chase has reached a decision because he disputed the dispute. And unfortunately, I kind of expected them to side with the merchant, which they did, but I'm not too worried about it. It'll be a hassle, but I'm planning on filing a small claims suit to get Chase's attention. I have a recording of Chase Fraud Department stating, and I quote, "Yes, this was a scam. Unfortunately, scams are not covered under Chase's fraud protection." So he has a recording of Chase saying that. And if you come over here to Chase's fraud protection, and if you go to their website and see what does Chase fraud protection cover, zero liability protection. You won't be responsible for unauthorized charges on your Chase credit or debit card. So it wasn't unauthorized. He authorized the charge. And that's where the big thing comes in here. The other thing is charge disputes. Chase will freeze disputed charges while they investigate. So that's what's happened in this case. And then the other thing is unauthorized online or mobile banking transactions. That doesn't apply here because it wasn't unauthorized. He authorized it. So what's so frustrating about Chase's response here is they actually promote on their website not to fall for this scam. I'll put it up on the screen. It says, "The great sale on your favorite brand scam." And it is this actual scam that this guy went through. And it says down here, "Help protect yourself. Always type in the company's website address, blah, blah, blah. Where possible, use your credit or debit card, which offers protection features that may not be there if you pay by other means." So it's no wonder that he felt like he had a level of protection. This is what we're trained to believe. Use your credit card because you have that protection. And that's not what we're seeing with Chase's response. He's only tried going through the credit card company at this point. He still has the option to go through PayPal and try something there. And then, he might have to go to court and try some litigation to figure something out. And personally, I think eBay should be liable for some degree of this. I think eBay is completely dropping the ball on their fraud protection that they're allowing easily identifiable scams onto their website. And when I did a previous video where there was a similar one, a similar scam, and you can go watch that whole video where I actually bought the book. It didn't have anything in the item description. It wasn't taking me off site. And so I wanted to see what that scam was because it seemed like it was different. And I think at this point, the scammers just did it wrong. I think they just forgot to put the thing in the description. But anyways, in that, I learned some things from eBay is that eBay admitted like, yes, this looks like a scam. Oh, of course, we can see this is a scam, but we still have to allow the seller time to ship the item. And that's what I think is my biggest gripe with this is eBay. They are providing a platform for these scammers. If eBay cracked down on this, those scam farms would go away. And that's what's really so frustrating for me. But one of the biggest lessons here is that you can prevent all this from happening by not making that purchase in the first place. Don't be blinded by desire. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't ever go to a sketchy website and get some crazy deal on a Grail comic book. Once again, major shout out to this collector who humbled himself and put all of his information out there to try to help protect the rest of the community. I think that is so admirable. If there's any silver lining in this, it's that hopefully many people will see this video and not fall for the same thing. So thank you once again to that collector. So I want to talk a little bit about the comic trading packs. I just launched it yesterday. I'm recording this the day after of launch, and the response so far has been overwhelmingly positive. Thank you guys so much for the support. Pre-sales are exceeding expectations. One day, and the first day, we sold 1,200 packs. It's limited to 5,000 packs. So the first day we sold 1,200, and it's a 6-week pre-sale. I'm very confident that we're going to sell out well before the ship date of these. And one thing that's interesting about it is kind of like logistics, and it always surprises me about the comic book community and the comic book industry is like logistics, because this product is so cool. I'm very confident we're going to sell out pre-sale, and I know that there's over 5,000 people that would immediately buy it if they knew it was available. And that's one of the things about logistics is, you know, I'm not doing any advertising. So far with the 1,200 packs, that's just one email and one YouTube video. That's it. So, you know, by the time you're watching this, we might have 2,000 sold, and then, you know, hopefully before pre-sale, they'll be completely sold out. But I know that there's over 5,000 people out there that would instantly buy this thing if they knew it was available. But it's just a matter of getting the product in front of them. And so, you know, there's probably 50,000 people that would buy this thing if they knew about it. But it's always interesting to me because, like, even after release, I'll get emails 3 or 4 weeks after they ship and say, hey, when's the next, you know, mystery box, or in this case, the comic trading pack, because I missed out on that one. I'm like, really? You missed out? I mean, we were promoting it for so long. But that's the reality, is that it's hard to get, it's really difficult to get the message in front of the right people. That's the whole conundrum of selling and having a business. So I think it's just going to take a little bit of time to get in front of the right people, and then we'll sell out pre-sale, and then we'll have future videos about production and process and everything, and there's lots to come with that. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of the video. Don't forget, we have those 2 monthly giveaways. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab. And if you head over to brycecomics.com and sign up for the newsletter, you're entered to win a free slab each and every month, and that's where you get first access to new drops and new collections. Use code COLLECT10 for 10% off all in-stock items, and that code is always active. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye.